It's time for the 2024 Shining Waters Fall Regional Meeting, and that means it's time to become familiar with the proposed budget so that there's opportunity to seek clarification with any questions and make notes in preparation for the regional meeting, which will be held on Tuesday, November 12th, starting at 7 p.m. on Zoom. This short video is meant to highlight some of the key points in the 2025 proposed budget. If you are watching from the Shining Waters Regional Council website, a link to the budget spreadsheet, as well as a form for you to give feedback and ask questions, is located directly under this video. If you are watching from our YouTube channel, a link to the 2024 Shining Waters Fall Regional Meeting page has been placed in the description box. You may wish to have access to the proposed budget as you watch this video. So, here we go. One change for 2025 is that we have not included as income in our budget the funds that may be available for grants from the Presbyteries of Toronto Conference Corporation and from the Toronto United Church Council. We have instead included a grants section at the bottom of the page, which we will look at later in this video. Investment income for 2025 is projected to be $563,732. The Finance Committee has created an investment policy that was recently approved by the Executive to ensure that our funds continue to be invested properly to support ministry long-term in the region. The national grants from General Council have dropped from 2024. The assessment grant for 2025 is now $300,000. However, the mission and service grant of $180,000 and the salary grant of $99,000 has remained the same as 2024. Potential income from the sale of property is not yet determined for 2025. Currently, TUCC is working toward the sale of 3 small rural properties. These are complicated by the presence of cemeteries that make it challenging to predict when sales may be complete. We also have the possibility of surplus funds from 2 amalgamations, which will be used to support our grants program. Several properties have been transferred into the Regional Trust and are managed by Kindred Works. Some are scheduled for development and others are long-term rentals. We expect to start seeing income from these properties in 2026. The total income for 2025 is currently projected to be $2,294,765. The following is a table of the income listed for 2025. Moving on now to regional expenses. Most expense items in the proposed budget are self-explanatory. $55,000 itemized as contingencies are funds set aside for unexpected items. The amount for 2025 is the same as was budgeted in 2024. Cost of properties held by the region are properties that are owned by Shining Waters Regional Council and managed by the Toronto United Church Council. Currently, the Regional Council is receiving very little income from its managed properties. However, bills, maintenance, and management fees continue to be paid. In June of 2025, Shining Waters and Canadian Shield will be co-hosting the Festival of Faith in Sudbury. $30,000 has been budgeted for this event. The budget for a regional meeting assumes an online-only meeting next fall, with the Celebration of Ministries service to be held both in person and online. This is reflected in the budget for the regional meeting. The Social and Ecological Justice Commission's budget has increased by $10,000 to bring it in line with the other commissions. It should be noted that the budget for staff team is not just for salaries, but also includes cell phones, travel, resources, and continuing education. Shared expenses are mainly travel expenses that are shared between Canadian Shield and Shining Waters Regional Councils. Shining Waters Regional Council approved $1.2 million in grants in 2024 to 31 organizations. For 2025, our budget is $1,140,000 and includes funds for mission and service and funds that may be available for grants from the Presbyteries of Toronto Conference Corporation and from the Toronto United Church Council. These funds are distributed directly by PTCC and TUCC for grants that have been recommended by the Grants and Mission Support Committee and approved by the Regional Executive and the funder. These grants support ministries such as camps, Indigenous ministries, outreach ministries, youth ministries, chaplaincies, and community ministries. Currently, there is a review of our funding and ministry priorities that will help shape our grants program going forward. We encourage every community of faith to participate in the review process. The following is a table with the expenses listed for 2025. $1,071,903 from our reserves will bring the Regional Council to a balanced budget for 2025. The Finance Committee, which began meeting in 2023, is committed to managing our income and expenses so that we can develop long-term strategic goals for being self-sustaining and well-funded. Once again, if you have any questions, please go to the Shining Waters Regional Council website, where you will find a form to submit comments and questions. A member of the regional staff will respond by email, and we will post the question and response on the regional meeting webpage. Thank you for taking the time to become familiar with the proposed budget. We look forward to seeing you online at the Fall Regional Meeting on Tuesday, November 12th at 7 p.m.